Okay, I'm not gonna record this part, but yeah, this will be for gallery photo here. Love it. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Yo, what is going on, fellow shenaniganders? Today I've been farting around over at my garage trying to bring a countdown back to life. I got it about a week ago, give or take, and so I started by checking all the fuses, checking the bridge rectifiers. One fuse was missing, and most of them were incorrect values. Then I went to the power supply. I wasn't getting proper voltage coming out of it, so I replaced it with a brand new power supply. Then I went on to the CPU, which was garbage. It was corroded and battery damage and not in good shape, so I replaced that with one that has been refurbished by Brent Butler. And the machine did not come with a driver board, solenoid driver, or the harness to go from the driver to the CPU, so I brought one of those. I had to repair that one as well, changing a pretty crusty old transistor, you know, the big pop bottle cap looking ones. So I replaced that, put it all together, and it started coming to life. So I'm getting close, and I've got still a couple things left. I noticed one of the fuses under the playfield is bad, and I don't have my fuses on me today, so 3 of my 4 drop target banks are not resetting, and the outhole solenoid is not firing. But I thought I would change the knocker solenoid, because the one that was in there, I was thinking of documenting a lot of this stuff because it would have been fun, but I can't document everything or else I'd never have time for anything, because I'm always doing something. But anyway, I replaced the knocker solenoid, and because I knew it was burnt up, so I just cut the wires on that solenoid before I did anything. So I finally replaced it today, and sure enough, when I powered it on, it locked on. So what does that mean? The driver board that I put in has a bad transistor in it. So I actually had a new Niwumpf driver board, so I stuck that in. The knocker is now not locking on, but I'm getting a lovely screech out of the soundboard, and 3 or 4 lights, like little LEDs on the driver board, are turning on. I'm not sure if that's just representative of the solenoids that are currently not working, potentially because of the fuse. Anyway, that's what I've been farting around with today so far. Now I'm on my way, let's try that again. Now I'm on my way to Forked River. I'm going to do a couple tweaks over there. My Stranger Things now has Insider connected, but the kit didn't come with decals, so it's just like a plain black plastic apron, and it kind of looks dumb. So I brought my apron, and I'm going to transfer some decals and make it look good again. And then I got to check on my Johnny Mnemonic pop bumper caps, or not caps, but pop bumpers, because in the last tournament, I think the bottom one wasn't being very active, so it might be dead, and I need to check on that. And then we're gonna go over to the Grasley Garage and see what's going on over there. He's working on the ball bowler, and sent me photos yesterday, and it's looking amazing. We have to check that out. I've hired Dutch to shop up Harley Davidson, so I can take a peek at that while we're there. And Jay the neighbor and I dropped off Jay's crusty old lawnmower at Kevin's as well on the way to Forked River on Tuesday. The body is just like falling apart, so we asked Kevin if he could just put a band-aid on it and hack it together, and just doesn't need to be pretty, just needs to, the whole corner is like come apart, so you try and turn the lawnmower and the gap just spreads the body apart. So hopefully Kevin can kind of just stitch that together. He says the lawnmower's ready for pickup, so why not check that out too? Anyway, that's what's going on in Shenanigander land today. I'm off to Forked River, and then I'll see you over at Kevin's. But even as ugly as it is, it's beautiful. Back at the Grasley Garage, we asked Kevin to patch up Jay's mower, and we said just throw it, make it nasty, as you know, it doesn't need to be pretty at all. No, but I think it looks kind of sexy. Look at this patch. And it's actually way more elaborate than I thought it was going to be. So I think that's like rat rotting your mower out. So I dig that. That should get Jay through another couple seasons of cutting grass. So works for me.
Terrible welds there.
They're the sexiest welds I ever did see.
Garbage.
All right, Dutch made it back from work, school. What is it that you do again?
College.
That thing, yeah. He's back. So he can give us a tour of what's going on in the Grasley Garage.
I don't know what's happening in here.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, let's go find out.
All right, so this is certainly a thing over here.
Check out the thing. There we go. Look at that thing. All right, so let's take a closer look. This is some of the evidence of Kevin's work here. We got baby blue. We got yellow. I wouldn't call that baby blue. It's more like
Teal.
Teal, yeah, that aqua teal. But here is what the ball boulder is looking like. It's actually looking pretty damn good. You sent me some photos yesterday of the process, and I got to tell you, it looks like a lot of work to do all this. How do you even do that again? The first coat was all the teal,
yeah.
And then what was the next step?
Lay out all off my little tracings that I made. Yeah.
So you made little tracings with tracing paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lays out everything, so you can lay out everything with tape.
Yeah.
And then tape it off, paint.
So then yellow was next.
Yeah.
And then red went after that. So red.
So marks out everything.
Yeah. It looks like a pain in the butt to make your own stencils, but it's turning out to be well worth it, because look at this. Have a look. You got to do the teal, then the yellow, then the red, and you were using a lot of this tape, right? Is this how you marked out like the triangles and stuff with this?
The 1/8 tape.
Oh, there's a even thinner, so that's quarter,
yeah.
And then 1/8. Okay.
So that's how you lay out the balls and everything.
You basically made a circle out of tape to paint that on.
Yeah.
You didn't just use some round device to.
Way better. Way easier.
But yeah, it looks great. Looks great. And then even just these guys here, you're talking about how they got to be centered from the edge, centered in the middle. They got to align this way. That takes some planning and laying out. But
pretty cool.
It is looking pretty cool, I gotta say. I'm looking forward to playing this thing. We're kind of having a look at the guts and whatnot. We've got, check out this. This is like the giantest solenoid I ever did see. You see that, Dutch? Look at this thing. Look at the copper windings on this thing. It is friggin' monstrous. So that is,
shooting game that Ben gave us. We had pretty big solenoids in there too.
Oh, did it?
We had a whole vacuum.
That's right. Yeah, that was fun. Shooting gallery. Oh, look at this. Arm power control. You can adjust the power of the arm. Oh, we got to put that on max and see if we can just launch some balls and do some crazy strikes. That would be fun. Ben, hopefully you're watching. We want the bowling balls, please, so we can play this. Ben kept them behind, maybe because he doesn't want us shenaniganding around after it's all ready to go.
He saw your video at the shooting gallery.
Yeah, we were shooting each other with his old shooting gallery. Yeah, it's probably smart that we don't get the balls, but we need them. We figure that in order to start the game, you throw in your dime, and there's some ball trough back here somewhere, and the ball will probably shoot up here, come down, just kind of gravity fed, hit this switch to say, hey, we're ready to bowl. And then the ball, I guess, just kind of rests in that area.
Probably in his hand.
Basically, yeah. It must be, about yay big. And then obviously you aim, and then you launch. And if you get all 10 pins with one shot, you get a strike. If it takes you 2 shots, you get a spare. And this term I never knew about in bowling. If you get less than 10 pins with 2 shots, you blow. So there's that. You get 10 frames, 10 cents per play, or 3 games for 25 cents. But yeah, so have a look at this dude here. He's going to be next to get a paint job. Oh, you can see his like front of his shirt is way darker than the back was not as exposed to the elements. That's a bit of a darker pink there.
I like his tie.
That's a pretty cool shot right there. Oh, that would make a nice gallery photo. Hey, why don't you get in the background? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna take a photo, and then yeah, all right. Okay, I'm not gonna record this part, but yeah, this will be for gallery photo here. Love it. Oh, you're Dutch. You get in there. Yeah. You do one.
Show me exactly how it's...
Get the facial expression.
What's the facial expression?
I don't know. He's throwing a good old Dutch facial expression. Like the one at Forked River was pretty good. Okay, so that's pretty much the summary of the action on the ball bowler. Okay, well, let's go into the arcade and see if you're earning your monies on Harley Davidson.
I'm getting there.
I haven't looked yet, so you know, it's just a shop job. It's nothing major. It's not getting the full-on Grasley treatment. But you know, while we're here, we might as well have a peek at it, see what's going on. Check it out here. We've got some rampage and plastics.
Hey, Pokeroo.
Hey, Pokeroo! Oh my God, what are you doing there, Pokeroo? That's amazing. Every time I come here, you just surprise me with random stuff like this Zenith sign. That is one of the coolest signs ever. And you're going tomorrow, like, for a 4-hour round trip to get another really rad sign.
Yeah.
What's it called again? Elias Deli?
Neon
with a neon sandwich. Like, the shit you find is amazing. What else we got? Oh, speaking of which, Dutch, grab an end. We were, if you watched the Ontario show that we went to, the video I took of that, we were eyeing up this sign, this banner, and look where it ended up. It came home to the arcade. Yeah. I love that the Williams logo is pink too. That's pretty sweet. It's very kind of unique, one of a kind. This was only used at one demonstration for when Pinball 2000 Star Wars Episode 1 came out. And they brought 2 machines to a Star Wars convention. It was all secret. Mike Hanley said that they shipped the bodies and the heads separately just in case something happened, so nobody could like reverse engineer the technology before they were actually released. So that banner was at that Star Wars convention for those 2 games when they were released in 1999. One use only banner, so very freaking cool. Dutch, have you run into any issues on Harley yet? Or has it been pretty straightforward?
Fairly straightforward. I cleaned the targets and put the decals on, so those turned out actually pretty nice.
Oh, did you really? Oh, sweet. Let's check this out.
They're all down right now.
Oh, okay.
I've kind of gotten... I haven't done this area yet, but it's kind of gotten to here.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Done.
so like this kind of quadrant.
40% done.
Oh, you got the new lane guides on, I see.
Yeah.
The old ones were both broken.
I kind of had to if I was going to finish those areas, Mike.
Well, I was hoping you'd remember that they were in the coin box. Hey, I provided Dutch with some brand new drop target decals, which he has installed, so that's pretty friggin' sweet.
Doesn't want to stand up by itself with just the arm.
Oh no!
Gotta stand up separately.
There we go. Check that.
That's kind of the best they could clean them up with the alcohol pads. They didn't really want to clean up too well.
Yeah, they were very filthy, so they're a lot better than they were. And yeah, sweet. Okay.
I don't think you notice anything. It looks pretty good to me.
Here's the new rubber, and here's the old white rubber. It's a little dark. Wow, that's like right in there. You can't even wipe that off. Okay, cool. Well, progress is being made. Look at the back panel. I never really noticed that before. Live to ride. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, so this machine has, I installed a new LED tube, the latest code, NVRAM. I fixed the, replaced the membrane switch thingamajiggy in the bike. And I think I threw in new balls, and then with a Dutch shop job and some play testing, this thing will be ready to rock and roll.
It needs the next city lights to be fixed.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this home with me because this bulb's not working, but it ain't the bulb, and it ain't necessarily the socket. It is the type of socket that someone put in there. It is only a 2-pronger, and it needs to be a 3-pronger because they got a diode across the 2 prongs, which don't work. So this will unplug, and these 2 screws, I can just pull this up, and then I don't have the exact socket, so I'm gonna have to kind of bend it and drill a hole in it and modify it a bit. So I'll just do all that at home. I'll take that home with me. And yeah, making good progress. Very good. All right. Wow. This bucket just gets more and more full every time I look at it. You got a couple LEDs in there. Are they dead?
Yep.
Okay.
Like that one, I think, that one you grabbed, I think the lead broke off it when I grabbed it. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't use this.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, look at this. The arcade is thinning out. Holy. We're used to this thing being stuffed to the brim, but nothing for sale. You have 0 machines for sale. Can you imagine that? But yeah, this is the state of the arcade right now. Always something happening though, so you never know what will show up here next.
We got a concerning lack of Rocky and Bullwinkle in here.
Yes. Somehow we had this discussion yesterday, and
Yeah, I learned that Mike speaks Spanish.
well, I with Google Translate, I do. Somehow our conversation turned into a Spanish text back and forth. So
Well, you said no comprendo, and then I just kept using Google Translate to speak Spanish.
yeah, it would take us a couple minutes to reply to each other because we both were using Google Translate. But
A couple minutes, come on. Arthritis hands, can't just type it in.
no, I'm old and my eyes are bad. Anyway, there's your update for the day. We'll see you guys on the next one.